Thini wa mutambo wa Riri TV mutambo namba imwe mutambo muhurani aria tugamanaga orushine twako tukirora maundu maingi maria makirikuo thini wa gatheti citu oro undu mena ukiaria maundu matiganite maria marikuo bururi-ini magukuhigia we uguiga ukimenyete maundu ria maikarite na nyingi ukuiga riri-ini wa maundu kana ria te mundu wa Jesus ithi hawa tikiri hega muno rushine rwa muthenya muthe mukira githi ciakwa na gitio kinene kunyihia kunene muno gikunyita ugeni thini wa tafari ya ruro rugitema o riu nginyagia rira iko ikigera tha ithatu cia rushine turiko tukiri na maundu maingi muno in the pipeline maria nguvangeire na maria tuko tugika na tugikimurika rushine rwega rwa muthenya wa umuthi and you don't want to miss maundu maria mothe nguthagathagire tuko tugikiarira umuthi turiria maundu megie githomo na tuko tukimurika maundu megie utheti o muthenya uyu wa umuthi because it's a full packed Tuesday ni nigetha tugiko tukiri handu hega. All right, nito ikoro tukirora gatheti itha riri ria mbere tugikieri itho tukionera maundu maikarite ningi nturia mukira mohoro nituko tukiaria cia githomo ona ningi nituko tukiaria cia uteti maundu macio mothe ni maria nguvangire na maria tuko tugika rushine rwa muthenya wa umuthi. Jetikiria tuko tukirora kigo kiria gigututongoria rushine rwa muthenya wa umuthi kigo kiria gigututongoria rushine rwa muthenya wa umuthi ni kigo kuma ibuku-ini ria Luka ni 5 muhari wa keri Luka 5 muhari wa keri nake akiona tutaru twiri hugururu-ini cia iria riu tutigitwo ho ni ategi a thamaki aria mathambagia neti ciao cia gutega. Tareke tucokere ringi nake akiona tutaru twiri hugururu-ini cia iria riu tutigitwo ho ni ategi a thamaki aria mathambagia neti ciao cia gutega. Rugano ruru nitukurumenya muno ni hindi iria mundu gwitwo Vita na aruna ake mategete thamaki utuku mugima na matinyite onaki kana matigwatie onaki gikuyu kiega na kwaroka ukia rushine magithie haria mathia guthambiria neti ciao kama kawaida nigetha makorwo makihunduka na meterere kimera kingi gia kugeria gutega. Rushine rwa muthenya umuthi ni ngwenda gukumiriria mwiroreri na ngwire ni kaingi muno tukoragwo tugeretie maundu maingi toko ni urageretie kwendia iratu ciaku muthenya wa ira toko ni urahingurite biashara na tiro na mundu rakurire urendia atia toko ni uraretie wira na ndonona toko ni uraringira murango handu na ndunahingũrirwo ndukamake. It's another day ni muthenya ungi wa kuroka guthambia neti. Guthambia neti ni kuga ati you have an attitude ati rucio ni gwoka wega ndunendia ira umuthi ni muthenya waku wa kwendia tondu reke ngwire kira gituhitagiria ni ati Jesu okaga atuhetuka tweherete tahura bisha korotagia ya athamaki kwarokire gukia makiuga ici neti ona ni ciake ni turathambia ciake ona ni ciake turatindira nacio macite mainuke. Jesu rirokire na kimera ni ngumurathima kana kimera thi muikie neti haria hariku ni mukuona thamaki matingĩacemanirie nake. Kaingĩ tukoragwo tukiaganwo na kirathimo gitu tondu ni tunoboekaga ni tukuaga ngoro tugateania neti citu ndugate neti yaku hau urokaga muigai wa Njoroge ugire menya gukaroka ringi na ona mugunda ukiragwo wathura gutiririo roka ringi hau uraringaringite haraga kuhingura ingaringa murango ucio ungi you know agikorwo ndunendia muthenya wa ira hingura no muthi. You never know when your Jesus is coming. Ndungimenya ria kirathimo giaku kiriuka tondu gitikihuhaga firingi na gitihuraga ngengere ta andu aria maratengera mahenya ni mathiururuka itena ria muico ni akoragwo na ngengere kihuragwo nigetha ugakimenya ati ihenya ni kurika rirarika. Kirathimo kiage gitihuragirwo ngengere. You never know when it's coming. Urushine rwa muthenya wa mothe otoguo Vita na aria mari nao makorirwo makiumira na magithie na mbere na guthambia neti ciao onawe umira ona tonete wega hingura thambia nduka yaku thambia gathoko gaku thambia nyanya ciaku ona korwo ndunendia ira it could be your today. Hau urageretie ira hatinoka wega geria ringi umuthi it could be your day. Ithi hau hatikiri hega muno mundu mwenda kiuge amen. Thank you so much. All right, jetikiria torore na jira kana na njira nguhi maundu maria magikirirwo thiini wa ngatheti rucini rwa muthenya wa umuthi tondu ni wega tugakorwo tugikaguo tugakirika thiini wa gukirora maundu maria magikirirwo muno thiini wa ngatheti citu kiroko kia muthenya wa umuthi ini na ngiambiriria na ngatheti ya The Standard. Ngatheti ya The Standard gitwe kinene kiroiga war against Matiangi ati ni bara ya gutungio kana ya kung'ethanira na mutongoria uria wari minister wa ugitiri wa thiini guku bururi-ini Fred Matiangi. Na ngatheti gathie na mbere na gutariria ati former Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiangi declaration 4 months ago that he will run for president in 2027 has clearly struck a nerve in President William Ruto's servant flexing power. Money changing hands and threats issued and aimed at clipping Matiangi's rising stature in Nyanza and across the country. Kuratu ikati Fred Matiangi tamirina mihituku guo ni akurirwa kianirira ati we ni aramereria matagitiro kia o president guku bururi-ini na ngathiti gatariria ati ndeto ino ni ndeto icungiriirie uhoro wigi thirikari oro igitongorio ni President William Ruto gukorwo makigia na kiundu gia kugeria kunyitwo gwake mbaru gatati ni kama undu maria makoretwo magika ni kurekereria mbeca kuratuika mbeca ni njite nigetha Matiangi kunyitwo mbaru gwake oro ndumwe na igweta riake rikorwo hihi rigicambicuka ona kana uguharuruka. Ningi maundu maria mangi mathiete na mbere na ukorwo magiko ni uhoro wigi kugeria guikia ndihu cia miario nigo gutigirira ukunyitwo mbaru kwa Fred Matiangi ni gwakorwo gukinyiha gitaro-ini kia Nyanza na tukiri uhoro gitaro kia Nyanza turugoro wakore mwena wa Nyamira na mwena wa Kisii kuria akoretwo akinyitwo mbaru na njira nene muno gwata ona kugia igweta miene tiganite ya bururi. Fred Matiangi ni akoretwo agikihurirwo ndefe muno ona nirika ria mumo kuma ituritiganite cia bururi makiuga ati kuona ni ekoraniire muno arite minister wa ugitiri wa githomo guku bururi-ini na kireho garuruku ari munene muno ni mundu uigiririkite ni mundu gitongoria bururi uyu ukorwo ukigia na kiguni no korwo ugithii handu maundu macio mothe megemaine na ndeto cia Fred Matiangi ni cikirirwo muno ni ndona andu matiganite makiaria haha. It's true. Professionals from Gusii community met. You can't threaten someone because of his or her political beliefs. These were top professionals from our community. Ucio ni mundu gwitwo Julius Ogamba, ucio ni minister wa githomo ku bururi rauga ati andu aria makiri ohigiriru kana aigithia professionals ni marakigomanite na akauga mundu ndagikorwo akirutwo mahitini tondu wa kurugama na murugamo wake aragitetera andu ayo korwo makigomanite na ihonge cia thirikari. Richard Onyonka na keniwe senator wa county ya Kisii ni aritie kiuga ati they are here every weekend flying in dozen helicopters, intimidating civil servants, bribing people in the name of economic empowerment rallies. Where is money coming from? Ucio ni Senator Onyonka na uria niwe umwe wa muhuri jeki muno wa mundu gwitwo Fred Matiangi ni muruna we wa hakuhi na ni akoragwo akimuhurira mareve muno na riu aroiga ati guku akinyire atia ati guku mokaga o weekend akiuga mokaga o weekend ni kuga atongoria a Kenya Kwanza mokaga o weekend mabaga kambi kuria Kisii na o weekend mamba kambi kuria makorwo makiheana becha iria aroria ciumaga ku ni kuririkana wega rugano rweriga gukorwo rukitwo ni nyumba cia mohoro matukuma hau kabere rukimurika ati atumia ni mere uko mahito shiringi 34 kwari kuria mwena wa Kisii na kora ituika ku o weekend ni guthiagwo gutigirira ati njata oyo thegi korwo ku ya Fred Matiangi ni yakorwo ikicabicurwo kana ni yakorwo ikiharurukio uguo niguo wikarite na maundu macio mothe ni ikirirwo muno. Sleuths flying blind in city without CCTV. ni ndeto cigemaine na utuiria na uthuthuria na maabitha aria makorwo magika utuiria kora gituika kuria mwena wa Nairobi ni kuri na nyumba nyingi muno ikoretwo igitanyo cikorwo cikiri na CCTV no itikoretwo ikiri na CCTV na ndeto icio igagikirirwo muno makiria ukiririkano ni matuku matakiri maingi kuma mundu gwitwo wakiri Matthew Charlo Bombu agikua kana akiuragwo na njira ikiri na akiriga. Alright, nitukiria tukigame na tukorwo tugikia ritho maria mekirirwo muno gatheti-ini ya People Daily. Gatheti ya The People Daily. Na gatheti rigatiriri, this is Kalonzo's only chance. Nege kira gatuni kega muno hau. Kalonzo kuratuika ino niyo chance yake. Ni ndona director wako ni agwikirira hau. Ni urakuona Kalonzo hau agishoretwo hana gatuni na waipa githithini giake. Na kuragituika ati riri no rio itina riake kana no rio ihinda riria angihota. Ndona kanya mugacoretwo haria gakihana dati iria mundu arathagiriria tumigui ne kandiko 2027 kuratuika amisiri tariri kugutha kindu gitagwo bull's eye ni kugutha kanya mukare gagatiritiri ga thiini pio akikosa kulenga vilivyo basi kahinda gake ni kainikiriru. Ni mundu gito Kalonzo Musyoka ni mutongoria wa kiama kia Wiper na ni akoretwo akigwetwo aya wakorwo akiri muhoraniru wa gituro kia president thiini wa ngwataniro ya urumwe wa mungethaniro na gutuika of course ni gwitanyitwo ati ni megwikara thi na makorwo makiaraniria nigetha makorwo magetha no wagiriire na no ngihota gutoria President William Ruto thiini wa githurano gia 2027. Riu Kalonzo Musyoka ri no ri ihinda riria akiri nario ria kugeria munyaka wake ni amu miaka yake no igithiangite na ningi ndakiri kahinda ge guka ne ukorwo akiambia ko lose kindu gitagwo relevance o kahora riu kuragituika ni agerie rita riri na agerie maundu macio moke wega otherwise no ikorwo ukiambiriria ukinyitana thutha mutheri. Detegishikiriro katathini gaka kabere ni this is how Ruto entrenched corruption in government. Justin Muturini arakorirwo ningi akiaria ciugo ingi cigemaine na maundu maria makoretwo magithii na mbere thirikari-ini na arakora kiuria ciuria we na nituko tugithii na mbere ko tugiciurania na gucimurika wega ta wega ni nigetha maundu makorwo makiri mega muno. Right, maundu macio ni mekirirwo sana gatheti-ini ya The People Daily. Alright, na gatheti ya The Daily Nation ri ena maundu ikimurikite o kahiri karatathi-ini gaka kabere na maundu kahiri mathiete na mbere korwo makimurikitwo karatathi-ini ka mbere na gatagati-ini ka maundu maria makimurikitwo ni ati campaign podium na hagakimurikwo kuria ukiri na ithurano nini na kihitaitano yukorwo gigiakanite gwakana oro undu mwe gutigirira ati kure thigira wa iregi ni urona mbica hau karatathi-ini ga kabere ni ya thigira wa iregi kuratuika riu kure gutuikite nikuo jukua ya uteti thigira wa iregi ni utukite jukua ya uteti nikuo o andu makoretwo magithie mundu agetha uria egugetha unyiti baru kana gukituika relevant thiini wa thirikari ino. Tareke tuone maundu matiganite maria makoretwo magithii na mbere kuri tariki 7 mweri wa kanana mwaka uyu andu a nduthi ni mathire na magicemania kure thigira-ini wa iregi na magikirirwo maundu kiondorita kuri tariki 9 mweri-ini oro ucio yuthi kuma Nairobi magithii kure thigira-ini wa iregi thiini wa kirugetwo go empowerment. Kuri tariki 15 mweri wa kanana andu kuma kure mwena wa Kisii na Nyamira magikinyia kuo. Kuri tariki 29 andu a Meru. Kuri tariki 2 mweri uyu turi wa kenda andu a Kuria West na Kuria East nao magicemania kuo. Muthenya ucio andu a Turukana nao magikinyia kuo. Tariki 11 mweri uyu ri andu a Kisii marekinyia kuo. Andu a Murang'a nao marekinyia muthenya uyu ungi tariki 12 Juma. Na riu ica ikuhi arutani matirakiri kuo tariki 13 arutani 10,000 mekinyite kure thigira-ini wa iregi na kwa tukaya macemania makoragwo makirirwo maundu maingĩ na ciĩranĩro itarathira kũrĩa thingira-inĩ wa iregi arĩ hamwe na gũkorwo makĩheo bahasha na gũkorwo magĩgĩtugwo na kũheo iheo nĩ maũndũ marĩa makoretwo makĩyumĩria kũrĩa tuika thingira wa iregi rĩu nĩ ũtuĩkĩte nĩ gĩtumĩro kĩa ũteti thingira wa iregi nĩ ũtuĩkĩte nĩ gĩtumĩro kĩa ũteti ngathĩti gataria ati President William Ruto akoretwo akĩhingũra ihingo cia thingira wa iregi na agatigĩrĩra atĩ arĩa marakorwo makĩenda kana arĩa etĩte nĩ mekinyia makaria akĩoneka no ndama cia gĩthurano kĩa mwaka wa 2027 kĩrakorwo gĩgĩthiĩ nĩ ndama irathiĩ na mbere na gũkorwo ikĩarĩrwo cia 2027 maũndũ macio nĩ magĩkĩrĩirwo mũno na no maũndũ tũgũthiĩ na mbere na gũkorwo tũgĩkĩmũrĩka na nĩ ndiũ we woni waku nĩ ũrĩkũ ũhoro-inĩ na maũndũ maya ma thingira wa iregi kana hihi we ũngĩgĩtwo no ũgĩkinye kuo tondũ kũragĩtuĩka andũ nĩkuo makoretwo magĩgĩthiĩ o mũndũ agagĩthondeka ũrĩa egũkĩona kanyamũ gake right ndeto icio ciothe nĩ cigĩkĩrĩirwo mũno Duko mũgwanja nĩ cianĩkĩrĩra kuma hĩndĩ ĩrĩa ma lecturers kana arutani a university makorirwo manĩrĩire atĩ nĩmegũkorwo makĩiga mĩro yao thĩ nĩ kũririkana ngĩkũhe ndeto icio kiuma twĩrĩga na rĩu hatirĩ ũndũ ũgĩtanganja nĩ gũtanyĩtwo gĩthomo kĩa university gĩgĩtharara tondũ of course nĩ makiugĩte atĩ nĩmegũkorwo makĩiga mĩro yao thĩ na rĩu matukũ magĩkinyĩte hau magĩkinyĩte gũkiuga aya nĩmegũkorwo magĩkĩiga mĩro yao thĩ nĩ tũko tũgĩkĩona maũndũ macio megũkorwo magĩikara nĩ tũgũkorwo tũgĩkĩrĩcemba gũkũrehera tondũ ũguo nĩguo gũkĩhana right ngathĩti ya The Star Inside Gachagua Kalonzo team's 2027 game plan. They have appointed the think tank to be led by former minister Mukisa Kitui. Kuratuĩka atĩrĩrĩ timu ino ya mũng'ethanĩro rĩ ĩgĩtongorio nĩ Kalonzo Musyoka na Gachagua Martha Wangari wa Karua Eugene Wamalwa gatagatĩ-inĩ ka angĩ atĩ rĩu nĩ methete arĩ hamwe na Fred Matiang'i nĩ methete gĩkundi kĩa andũ ohĩgĩrĩru think tank andũ arĩa mekũmateithia gwĩka mathabu nĩgetha makĩmenye atĩrĩrĩ no tũngĩiga harĩa gacũmbĩrĩ nigetha akorwo agĩtũteithia kweheria thirikari ĩno ya William Ruto atĩ timu ĩno nĩ ĩrĩa ĩgũtongorio nĩ Mukisa Kitui na nĩ ũrĩkoragwo arĩ mwaria wao nĩ matanyĩtwo gũkorwo magĩtemania noa kana nĩ atĩa timu ĩno ĩngĩka line up ĩrĩa ĩngĩkorwo na kũnyitwo mbaru kũnene nĩ a Kenya nigetha makayũkia ũhotani mwaka-inĩ wa 2027 na kweheria thirikari ĩrĩa ĩrĩho ndeto icio nĩ cimũrĩkĩtwo na igĩkĩrĩrwo mũno karatathi-inĩ gakana ka ngathĩti ĩno ya The Star maũndũ mangĩ mekĩrwo karatathi-inĩ gaka ka mbere nĩ ũhoro wĩgiĩ Shoddy Work stall project gobbled up 1.3 billion CDF cash kũratuĩka kũrĩa wa CDF nĩ kũrĩ na ciringi bilioni 1.3 itangĩtarĩrĩka wega gwathiire atĩa kana nĩ atĩa gwaikarire na kũrĩa kũhutĩtio mũno kona constituencies audit highlights kuri na ciringi milioni 696 wira warutirwo Shoddy bara igathondekwo uguo cioro igathondekwo uguo bua irathi itakinyanĩire ikĩro Shoddy Work tukana central poor workmanship nĩkuo kuma ikora kũhutĩtio mũno kũrĩa Tetu na nĩ Tetu ya Nyĩrĩ ona kwĩna milioni 37 ya indo ithondeketwo uguo bua kwĩna Starehe ya kũrĩa Nairobi Limuru Luanda gatagata-inĩ ka kũngĩ constituency ikĩhutĩtio nĩ maũndũ macio mũno na njĩra nene right maũndũ macio namo nĩ magĩkĩmũrĩkĩtwo wega ta wega ngathĩti-inĩ ĩyo right Haya basi yaliyokolezewa wino katika gazeti la Taifa Leo, yaliyokolezewa wino ni haya: masaibu ya walimu Ikulu. Masaibu ya walimu Ikulu. Walikula mlo mmoja kisha wakaondoka na 10,000, pesa ambazo wengine walisubiri hadi usiku, ikabidi wakeshe Nairobi. Hata hivyo, duru zinaarifu kuwa viongozi wa vyama vyao walilipwa vitita vikubwa. arutani ri aya twathoma 10,000 ri nimekinyirie kure thingiraini wa iregi na hota gwiciria mundu agitwo thingiraini wa iregi ni ngemi na ndohio ni nguthekerera arutani hota gwiciria mundu atonya thingiraini wa iregi ni ngemi na ndohio ni gikeno ni shangwe na nderemo we kwa tuika atiriri aya ri maikarie kura thingiraini wa iregi meterire gabasha ga ciringi 10,000 o mundu na tondu kurathi uguo marite o irio rita rimwe ni ndonete bica igithiururuka nenda-ini cio kinyaniria ati kuri andu mararire thingiraini wa iregi emaini nginya gugikia nigetha maroke kuinuka hakiri cio kwira njira hi no propaganda no kura tuika ndeto icio cia gukorwo nima tondu ati andu cio makorirwo magikesha kana makirara kuria ground na ru ground rakiwa kure thingiraini wa iregi makirara na matinuke tondu riu ri ni gugitukire ndu uramukira basha yaku no kwiro ngojea riu you can imagine ukarigwa atiriri matingeri undu mangiabanganite weka undu kega na thikũ ici maundu ni makihuthire atiriri na kwa tuika atiriri arugamiriria ciama ciao ni kwari na kiama gia Kupet, kiama kia Nat, kiama gia Kepsha na kiama gia Kesha acio kura tuika mathire na muhuko wiyuire to tondu gatheti rakiuga walilipwa vitita vikubwa marita wega acio ni marire wega wengi walisafiri usiku kucha wakawasili Ikulu saa 2:30 asubuhi. Baada ya kikao wengine wao waliondoka usiku kwa njaa. Obio tuko uthio wethe handu kuigirira it was bad. That was bad. No litu kiuga ati agithi tiguo maundu makihana guku. Aya nindona bishekito aya mundu gwito Rigathi wa Gachagua. Iwapo mbunge wa Sirisia John Waluke aliruhusiwa kuwania licha ya kuhukumiwa miaka mingi jela, hata mimi ninaweza. Ni Rigathi wa Gachagua ithi na mbere na gutetera kira tuma oige ati ni akaurire gituro kia president na uga ati agikorwo mundu ta John Waluke uria watwirirwo kuohwo kioho no akituma appeal agikorwo we no agithite na mbere korwo agitungata onani no goru aliyesema Jubilee haina mwaniaji eneo hilo. Pauline Njoroge akoragwo akiri mutongoria kura kiama-ini kia Jubilee na riu hari Jubilee ni kuratukite ni rarugamia mundu ugwitwo Ireri Mbao. Riu ri Jubilee marauga ati matiri na mundu mararugamia kuo no be arauga no tararugama nie ni ndirarugama na ndirarugama na kiama kia Jubilee. Ni tugweterera tukione uria maundu macio megukiiga ni kora gituikite ati murengo wothe wa uregani kana mungethaniro ukorwo kihurira marefe muhuraniri wa giturwa giki na tigiti wa kiama kia DP. Serem afutia wanaume aibu Tokyo. Azoa nishani ya shaba katika mbio za mita 3,000 kuruka viunzi na maji na kuondoa aibu ya Kenya kutoka bure marathon za wanaume. Mutumia wira kurakire na mahenya ma marathon amaratengiragwo na bururi wa Tanzania niyo marinukirie thahabu by the way. Ugo nigo ukihana na nigoretwo ngiuga kana nigoretwo ngikwira mwiroreri arume we are not doing so good. We are not doing so good mahenya-ini. Na by the way to maundu mege na World Championship ni in general I don't know what is happening. Gwiciria hihi ni tuifatara tukiri farife aria magikoro makiri na iheo icio. I don't know, something is not happening. No muthenya wa ira ni turakiri na munyaka ni amu Serem nera korirwa kiyukia uhotani na arakirikia ni namba 3 ihenya ria mita 3,000 kuruga mai na mihiga na arakiinukia bronze. Kenya no yerugamire namba 2 gukinyiria riu mahenya-ini maya, but of course no tugietera tukione ria maundu mekoro magikara. Njitikiria tuikirie no ni tugucoka na mage tugithie na mbere ko tukiaria maundu megi githomo rumera withi na mbere kwirora maundu maria makihana kana guikarite state of the nation maundu macio mothe no turiko tugika no tere yuhogi utongoria wa atumia rukai guthi kuraya ona hanini. Good morning.
Riri FM turataburuka gutaburuka tugatamba gutambata mwaki wa githaka kuma maguru-ini ma kirima gia Kirinyaga kinya mutaburuko wa irima cia Nyandarua watwikania gitaru kia Mount Kenya hururuka-ini na cieni-ini mururumo wa Riri FM uraiguika nginya gwakunja nyitithia uthika 93.7 FM na uhoro mwega ni ati twamukire thi yothe kuhetukira Zino Radio kana online radio box ndukanyegenyure mutabo.
Simu yako imekuwa na matatizo? Usihofu tena. Karibu Wambogo Phone Spares, bingwa wa accessories na matengenezo ya simu mjini. Screen imevunjika? Simu haishiki chaji? Tuko tayari kukusaidia. Tunauza accessories kama vile charging connectors, charging flex na plates, LCD screens, battery connectors, touch screens, microphones, ringers, earpiece, flat cables, under keypads na vingine vingi zaidi. Na cha muhimu zaidi, bei zetu ni nafuu sana na huduma ni za kuaminika. Tutembelee leo barabara ya Gusii na Kurukia Guest House gorofa ya chini au Midwest Plaza gorofa ya kwanza chumba nambari 15 karibu na Gitwamba Hotel. Kwa habari zaidi wasiliana nasi kupitia 0794 014 182. Nambari ya simu ni 0794 014 182 au 0792 466 512. Wambogo Phone Spares, your phone's new best friend.
Je, bill zako za umeme zimekuwa mzigo kila mwezi na bado unakumbwa na tatizo la ukosefu wa maji? Usihofu tena, suluhisho limefikiwa. Waterlift Solar Limited ni kampuni inayoongoza nchini katika kutoa suluhisho za nishati jadidifu kwa taasisi, shule za kibinafsi, viwanda, mashamba ya kilimo na makazi ya kawaida kama yako. Tunatoa huduma bora kama usakinishaji wa solar pumps kuhakikisha una maji ya uhakika kila siku, paneli za jua na solar backup systems ili kupunguza gharama zako za umeme kwa kutumia nguvu ya jua, uchimbaji wa mabwawa ya maji na uchunguzi wa ubora wa maji kwa matumizi salama na endelevu. Na sasa, habari njema kwa wakazi wa Laikipia na maeneo jirani. Duka letu jipya la Waterlift Solar Limited limefunguliwa rasmi na Nyuki, Silverbeck Trent Junction, barabara ya kuelekea Sweet Waters na Nyuki. Faida unazopata ni kama bei bora za paneli za sola, battery, inverters na vifaa vya mabomba. Mpango walipa polepole. Furahia huduma zetu bila pressure. Tembelea duka letu leo au wasiliana moja kwa moja na Doris au David kupitia 0116 000071. Washa nguvu kwa bei nafuu na Waterlift Solar.
kuma kihumo kia maundu mothe mega Nakuru County, mwago maita mwago, rwimbo back to back. Eno ni Riri TV, thie na mbere na kwirorera Riri TV. Riri TV, oyo ni Riri wito.
Ni twacokereria rori mwiroreri wa Riri TV nigetha tukorwo tugithie imwe kwa imwe ukorwo tukirora maundu maria mathite na mbere ukorwo magikunuka kuma ng'ongo itiganite guku bururi-ini rodumwe na nja wa itoka cia Kenya. Na tukiambiriria ni ati President William Ruto ni ateteire mubango wa urigitani wa SHA uriko tugitwarithio na mbere guku bururi-ini akiuga ati ni uteithitie family nyingi thutha wa kumirwo ni uritu wa ndwari. Akiaria mathiko-ini ma ithe wa mutongoria wa reingi bunge-ini Kimani Icung'wa ni oigite ati makoretwo kana andu aria makoretwo magitetia mubango uyu ni aria matarendera ukuria na uthii wa na mbere bururi. Akiuga ati SHA neria yandikithitio ni gicunji kinene kia Akenya ni mubango mwega wa kuhura njeki na guteithiriria family.
Ndio sababu hiyo tumesema kama taifa tuweze kuwa na mpango wa afya ambayo itafikia kila mwananchi wa Kenya na kila Mkenya apate kutibiwa bila ya kujali uwezo wao wa kifedha. And that is the spirit behind universal health coverage. And that is why I want to ask all of us. Tumefanya kazi na counties, tumeajiri community health promoters, tumeconfirm wale officers walikuwa wanafanya UHC, tunazidi na kupanga mambo ya SHA, mambo ya SHIF, mambo ya PHC na yale mambo mengine yote ili tuwe na taifa ambayo inajali kila Mkenya. Therefore I want to ask for the support of all citizens of our nation so that we can move together and we can leave nobody behind. The story of Mzee Isaac brings into sharp focus the story of many families. And that is why we are inspired to have universal health coverage in Kenya.
Turisho shigamaine na President William Ruto ni gene yigete ati thirikari yake ni getete gutigirira ati bururi ni wagia na irio cia kuigana. Akiuga ati ni megutigirira Kenya ni mathi na mbere na kugacirithia urimi guku bururi-ini gutigirira bururi-ini wakorwo ukirugamirira na kugia na irio cia kumaigana.
Again, there are still many families, many Kenyans who do not have enough food. And that is the reason why our motivation to transform agriculture, to subsidize production, to remove brokers and cartels in our coffee, tea, wheat, sugarcane industry, so that we can have a food secure nation. One that does not suffer what Mzee Isaac suffered in his young age, and many citizens continue to suffer in our nation. I am very happy that this year, by God's grace, we will harvest close to 75 million bags of maize. And as a result, it will be the highest harvest in the history of Kenya. And we continue the journey to transform our agriculture so that we can have a food secure nation, we can use it to grow jobs, we can use it to grow exports, and we can grow wealth in our nation.
Isho shege maine na mathiko ma ithe wa mutongoria wa aria aige bunge-ini ya bururi ni ati munini wa aria aige bunge-ini Junet Mohamed na Keni arutite mahitia mung'ethaniro. Akiuga ati ni makoretwo mambirie campaign cia mwaka wa 2027 tene muno. Junet oigite ati ngurani na uria makorwo makiura campaign riria mari mung'ethaniro mambiririe kura kana mambiririe mwaka umwe tu mbere ya githurano kinene akioneka gukirira Rigathi wa Gachagua ningi akiuga ati ni makoretwo magitwarithia na mbere campaign cia irumi ngurani na campaign cia gutigirira ni makorwo makiendia kioneki kiao kuri Akenya.
So in the evening when I went home, I listened, I thought over that matter. I realized he also told me in a very nice diplomatic manner that going forward nitakuwa mtu yake ya mkono. But he didn't say it like that. He told me, now I'm going to be the leader of the broad-based in parliament, wewe utafanya kazi yangu ya mkono hapa chini. Nikafikiria, I'm the minority leader. How can I be? Then I remembered the words of Winston Churchill in the bed, which says that 1 hour in government is better than a day in opposition. Nikamwambia yeye. The following day I came to see him in parliament. I told him, leader, sasa mimi ndio mtu ya mkono, wewe lete maneno hapa vile tutaangalia hii maneno ya inchi tutaendelea pamoja. That is how close we are and that's how we interact every day. So Your Excellency, in conclusion, I want to thank him for leading us very well in parliament. You know, Your Excellency, the last formation of opposition in this country is us. Mimi ni mtu ya opposition. Lakini siku hizi juu nimeona syllabus imekimbia haraka sana. And you know, we are major stakeholders in opposition. We have not even handed over properly. But syllabus inakimbia. Unajua wakati yetu, kama next year December, ndio tunafungua maneno ya matusi. Next year December. Sio sahi. 1 year to the election, ndio tunafungua hii mlango ya matusi. Hii naona sasa imefunguliwa mapema. Mimi naona hii syllabus paka watu wakae chini.
Mauduma ateti na niguo ugikarita ire tugitigana na icio cia uteti tuthie mwe kwa mwe nginya mwena wa Naivasha kuria wongerereku wa mai kumana na muiyuro wa mai iri-ini ria Naivasha ni ucungiriirie aikaria mwena ucio kumiro no ihuru kana ni kuyurirwo ni mai nyumba-ini ciao na cikaro-ini ciao o undu uria ucungiriirie guthama ona ningi nyamu ire cikara mai-ini gukorwo ikimagomira kwao micii ni morite thirikari gukorwo ikimateithiriria nigetha magie na uikaro ugi kuona riu micii yao ni irikite gukorwo itovereire na itonyereire mai.
Ukitoka nje usitoka nje, juu kiboko imejaa huku. Ukitoka hapa hivi ni kiboko. Saa moja tusipita pale juu ya kiboko. Kama iko msaada tunatusaidia tutoke hapa, itakuwa mzuri kabisa. You imagine kama inatoka chini.
Hapa kwa maji vile tuko hapa, tunateseka kabisa. Sababu hata kupita ni maji, umbu ndio hiyo, njaa ndio hiyo. Sisi tuna masuri. Tunateseka kabisa. Sababu ukitoka hapa ukielekea huko unapita kwa maji. Kupita kwa maji unaweza teresa uanguke chini. Hakuna kenye inakuja, biashara ya hapa imeharibika kabisa.
Nani huyo katika serikali ambaye anafaa kuhukumiwa na achukuliwe hatua wakati huu? Kwamba aliuzia wananchi mahali ambapo hafai kununua. In Kehoto area, na nimuombe Mr. President, mahali ambapo wako hawa watu wanahitaji usaidizi.
Wengine wasahama, wengine hajahama kwa sababu ya fedha. Wana pesa ya kuhamisa.
Na turio kaunti-ini no ya Naikuru riu tukigame imwe kwa imwe nginya mwena wa Warufaga kana Elbagon na kuria aikaria mwena ucio mathiete na mbere na gukorwo magiteta thutha wa mwanake umwe urutaga wira wa mugunda niwe Shamba Boy gukorwo uragite andu a mucii na gukorwo amatete irima-ini riu kurerikana ati mwanake uyu mirio iracukire kuonekana githima-ini kia mai kana irima-ini ria mai thutha gukorwo amoragite undu uria urehete kimako kuri aikari a mwena ucio riu makiuria kihoto ikorwo githingatwo na nigetha kumenyeke niki kiracungiriirie ndeto ino.
Kuna shimo moja ilikuwa imefungwa, ikabidi sababu alikuwa amebelekwa na polisi tuvunje kufuri. Tulipoangalia ndani tukakuta kwamba mama ndiye alikuwa anaonekana, alikuwa juu.
Kwa sasa tunashuku pia mama yule msichana ambaye ni msichana wa kazi hapa nyumbani, huenda ikawa labda ako kwa kisima ama labda hatujui mahali yako. Kwa sasa tuko katika giza nene ambalo hatujui la kufanya. Tunaomba serikali ingilie kati ili tuweze kujua ukweli.
Inakaa kuna kitu ilikasirisha yeye, ama ni yeye mtu amerani basara, ama ni bangi, ama ni tutajua tu in the investigation. So kwa saa hii hatutaki speculation. DCI anaendelea na investigation.
Ni ndeto ikiri na kiha kiingi muno na tugakioka ati kihoto ni ukorwo ikionekana ni amu acio ni aciari maraikorirwo magikiuragwo ni mwanake ucio wa ukimarutira awira na muthiani ati mubunge wa kana mubunge wa Kiharo Ndindi Nyoro ni athiite na mbere na kuruta thirikari mahitani kiria oigite ni kwaga wigiririki na uramati wa besha. Akiaria muthenya wa ira, Ndindi ni oigite ati thirikari ni iragire ukorwo ikiguithia maguta na thogora munene ta uria kuratanyitwo. Ni oigite ati thirikari ukorwo igwithitie maguta hari o lita na ciringi kana mang'otore kivugu turuma 7.9 ni kuonania ati ndiri na wendi mwega wa gukorwo igikurukiria a Kenya thogora wa maguta guku bururi-ini.
EPRA wanatumia kutangaza mafuta imeshuka. Siko bei kali hata kuliko ile bei wanashukisha nayo mafuta. Because now I have seen that fuel has now come down by 11 cents for diesel. 11 cents means 0.11 shillings. And for petrol I have seen it 0.8. Why is global oil prices decreasing by 14% and in Kenya it is decreasing by 11 cents? This issue of fuel prices is not an easy topic. It is very important because our factories run on fuel. Our economy runs on fuel. When we keep on increasing the cost of fuel, at any point we get an opportunity, and we do not in commensurate manner lower when the global oil prices are going low, we are basically handing over Kenya to our neighbors. And we are basically handing over manufacturing to our neighbors. We are basically saying we are inefficient in all the facets of the economy that use fuel. Let us be forthright. And we make sure, with the same haste that the government raises fuel prices when fuel prices goes up globally, it should be in the same haste fuel prices come down. And we keep on knowing.
Okay, hau niho tugwikirira gaturumo mohoro maitu maitha riria rucine thiini wa tavare ya ruru rugitema ngatho cia mwanya mwiroreri ndwa guthii na mbere na gwicagura mutambo muhurani mutambo namba 1 Riri TV. Uyu ni Riri witu ati rugitanganja na riu ni tuko tugithii moja kwa moja uko tukiaria ndeto cigemaine na githomo rucini rwa muthenya wa muthi koguo ndukae guthii kuraya ona hanini maundu ni maingi guthagathagirwo na twarikania na cia githomo ni turiko tukirora horo wigi state of the nation bururi wikarite atia guikarite atia na makiria tukigemera mwena wa utongoria wa atumia ndina ageni ngubangire mukoiko tuko tugika maundu macio rucini rwa muthenya wa muthi koguo ndukae ona hanini kugeria guthama na kwehera mutambo-ini.
Riri FM turataburuka gutaburuka tugatamba gutamba ta mwaki wa githaka kuma maguru-ini ma kirima gia Kirinyaga kinya mutaburuko wa irima cia Nyandarua watwikania gitaru kia Mount Kenya hururuka-ini na cieni-ini mururumo wa Riri FM uraigwika nginya gwakuja nyitithia uthika 93.7 FM na uhoro mwega ni ati twamukire thi yothe kuhetukira Zino Radio kana online radio box ndukanyegenyure mutambo.
Simu yako imekuwa na matatizo? Usihofu tena. Karibu Wambogo Phone Spares, bingwa wa accessories na matengenezo ya simu mjini. Screen imevunjika? Simu haishiki chaji? Tuko tayari kukusaidia. Tunauza accessories kama vile charging connectors, charging flex na plates, LCD screens, battery connectors, touch screens, microphones, ringers, earpiece, flat cables, under keypads na vingine vingi zaidi. Na cha muhimu zaidi, bei zetu ni nafuu sana na huduma ni za kuaminika. Tutembelee leo barabara ya Gusii, Nakuru Care Guest House, ghorofa ya chini, au Midwest Plaza, ghorofa ya kwanza, chumba nambari 15, karibu na Gitwamba Hotel. Kwa habari zaidi, wasiliana nasi kupitia 0794 014 182. Nambari ya simu ni 0794 014 182 au 0792 466 512. Wambogo Phone Spares, your phone's new best friend.
Je, bili zako za umeme zimekuwa mzigo kila mwezi na bado unakumbwa na tatizo la ukosefu wa maji? Usihofu tena, suluhisho limefikiwa. Waterlift Solar Limited ni kampuni inayoongoza nchini katika kutoa suluhisho za nishati jadidifu kwa taasisi, shule za kibinafsi, viwanda, mashamba ya kilimo na makazi ya kawaida kama yako. Tunatoa huduma bora kama usakinishaji wa solar pumps kuhakikisha una maji ya uhakika kila siku, paneli za jua na solar backup systems ili kupunguza gharama zako za umeme kwa kutumia nguvu ya jua, uchimbaji wa mabwawa ya maji na uchunguzi wa ubora wa maji kwa matumizi salama na endelevu. Na sasa, habari njema kwa wakazi wa Laikipia na maeneo jirani. Duka letu jipya la Waterlift Solar Limited limefunguliwa rasmi na Nyuki, Silverbeck Trent Junction, barabara ya kuelekea Sweet Waters na Nyuki. Faida unazopata ni kama bei bora za paneli za sola, battery, inverters na vifaa vya mabomba. Mpango wa lipa polepole. Furahia huduma zetu bila pressure. Tembelea duka letu leo au wasiliana moja kwa moja na Doris au David kupitia 0116 00 0071. Washa nguvu kwa bei nafuu na Waterlift Solar. Unatafuta spare parts halisi za ex-Japan na mpya za magari kutoka Japan? Usitaabike tena. Tembelea Everflows Auto Spares. Tumebobea katika uuzaji wa spare parts za Isuzu FRR 90, NMR, NKR 4.3, NQR 5.7 na FRR 33, Mitsubishi Fuso, FH, Canter, MK210 Hino, Dyna na vingine vingi. Tutembelee duka letu wa Tende Road mkabala na Bambra Motors and Engineering mjini Nakuru, au Nyataga Road karibu na Dubai Accessories mjini Kisumu. Piga simu leo kwenye duka letu mjini Nakuru kupitia 0724834796 au 0742929239 ama duka letu mjini Kisumu kupitia 0114238368. Everflows Auto Spares, duka lako la kuaminika kwa spare part halisi za magari kutoka Japan.
Are you in need of top quality ex-Japan spare parts for your vehicle? Look no further than Betterman Auto Spares. Betterman Auto Spares specializes in a wide range of spare parts including engines, gearboxes, car batteries, radiators and more. We've got you covered for Nissan, Toyota, Mazda, Suzuki and many other makes. Trust the experts who understand your car's needs. At Betterman Auto Spares, we deliver quality that moves you. Call us now at 0722-741-010 or 0717-179-000. Visit our convenience location on Biashara Street opposite Nakuru West Market. Betterman Auto Spares, your destination for reliable and affordable ex-Japan spare parts. Drive with confidence.
Nakuru is one of the fastest growing cities in Kenya. Where does it acquire its electrical equipments and solutions? It acquires from DB Electricals, located along Pandit Nehru Road, Thaka Building, opposite Taskis Magic, Nakuru. For an assured, effective and satisfactory customer service, DB Electrical is your choice. DB Electrical deals in a variety of retail and wholesale purchases. We sell ceiling lights, floodlights, bulbs, chandeliers, speakers, amplifiers, solar panels, keyboards, and many more. We are also a certified and an authorized dealer of Coast Cable Limited, East Africa Cables, and ASL Limited. For more information and inquiries, contact us on 0711 4009 or 0742 306971 or 0742 306970. DB Electricals. See you there.
Welcome to Espan Academy. This is a comprehensive school that is dedicated to making a holistic child, the best pre-primary school that nurtures your child academically, physically, and spiritually. We have vacancies in daycare, playgroup, PP1 and PP2. Our classes are spacious and well-equipped with enough learning materials, modern play items, and safe playground, qualified teachers, and a balanced diet. For more information, visit us at Kitty next to Bethel Victory Church along Kitty Moronyo Road. Call us on 0721 315 071 or 0722 821 427. Espan Academy, aspire for excellence.
Kuma kihumo kia maundu mothe mega Nakuru County, mwago maita mwago, rwimbo back to back. Eno ni Riri TV, thie na mbere na kwirorera Riri TV. Riri TV, oyo ni Riri wito.
Oh yes, good morning. Mwirori hatiru gitagaja ni tugithiete na mbere oro wega na riu ndenda gucenjia gia ni kuigwa ndacenjia ginya rurime kwa sababu nataka tuingie masomoni. I want us to learn something today this very morning. Na dina mgeni niko na guest ndani ya nyumba, and we're going to talk about aviation. Kana ukibukia ndege haria ngoigwa haritu hamuno ni gutaurira nigetho nyite oi hari ori nigetha maundu makoro makiri mega muno tumakiuria giaku na baini ya screen ni yaku as well. Ukiingia pale mtamboni wa Facebook, you can see us, talk to us, ask that question. Swali ambalo uko nalo pia unaweza ukaliuliza, tutalipokea vizuri hapa ndani ya studio na tutakujibu, maana tutakuwa tukiongea na tukizungumza kuhusu kupaa kwa ndege, aviation, na gwitwarithia ndege na maundu mothe mahutanitie na ndeto ya ndege. Ithe undu cio ndukiri muthaka muno andu aingi maiguaga ndege magacirora ciri iguru tondu you've never seen them like hapa karibu, lakini today I want us to have a conversation about aviation. Good morning, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Karibu sana.
Asante sana.
Hapa Riri TV.
Thank you.
Nataka nikupe muda huu kwanza umsalimie mtazamaji.
Kwanza nasema ni asante kwa asubuhi ya leo. Thank you for hosting me.
Thank you.
Thank you for the viewer. My name is Geoffrey Munai Rubia. That is my name. In the profession industry, I'm in the aviation. Flight dispatch. I've been in flight dispatch for the longest time. That is around 10 years. And also have a private pilot license, building up to my commercial. And also I'm an author of the Takeoff book. Not forgetting the founder and the co-director, High Wing Aviation. Just located here in Nakuru at section 58.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's great to have you na kusikia mambo ambayo mnafanya. And I was just wondering, aviation, hii ni kitu tunafikiria inafanywa abroad, kitu huwezi pata hapa Kenya bwana. So how is it, what is this aviation you're talking about? Ndio mama ama kijana kwa pale nyumbani aweze kuelewa, what is this we are talking about?
Well, aviation, it's an industry. When we talk about aviation, many people think about piloting only.
Yes.
But it's a whole industry. Let me say it's like an umbrella.
Yes.
Inside it, there is transportation, that is of aircraft. We have airport operations, we have cabin crew, we have engineering. Let me say aviation is just an industry name, just like medicine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sasa, kuna mtu anaweza akajiuliza, when we were young, tulikuwa tunasema, I want to be a pilot, a hostess. Wakati tunasema aviation, maybe unaweza tusaidia tukaelewa what is included, what are some of the things that are in there in the aviation industry?
Well, like I mentioned, aviation is so broad. There is, let's say like cabin crew.
Okay.
A cabin crew is a course that you are in aviation. You work in an aircraft. You see? Kazi yako tu ni kusafiri na ndege. Actually, you're being paid to travel.
Hey.
Okay. That is the most interesting part. After cabin crew, we have a course like flight dispatch, that is flight operations. Flight operations is where you plan the flight. You work in an office. Let me say you're like a pilot on ground. Let's say ndege inatoka Kenya, iende South Africa. Your work is to make sure every documentation of the aircraft is in order. There is a certificate of insurance, registration, all the documentations. Because in case of anything to happen in that aircraft, you are the next of kin on the ground.
Okay.
That is about flight dispatch. We also have another category. We have airport operations. I know you've traveled in an airport. There are those people who work inside the airport.
The airport.
Actually, it's called airport operations. Every operations of the aircraft is done within. That is their department. They make sure the baggage is okay. The customers are fine. Every movement is smooth. On another hand, we have engineering. Engineering, these are the people who maintain the aircraft. It's just like a mechanic. Kazi yao tu ni ku make sure engine iko sawa, ndege iko na oil, those basic things, and making sure that if it has a snag, kama pilot report it has a problem, they fix it.
Okay.
And then we have a pilot. The work of a pilot is to fly the aircraft. So unapata in aviation industry, it's like a chain link. I need you, you need me. You cannot walk alone. All these people need one another. A pilot needs an engineer to certify the aircraft. The aircraft, we need cabin crew to serve the customers in the aircraft. We also have air traffic control. Those are the people who work in the tower. They make sure that we have a smooth operations on the air. Yes.
Wow. Now that's very, very, very interesting. And maybe I should ask, now who qualifies to do a course in aviation? Because kuna siku tuko tunaambiwa, they check whether you look good. You know, kama tuko na sura personal, we don't qualify. So who qualifies to do these courses?
Okay, what happens? I think there is a myth we need to break. Here people say outside that for you to become a pilot, you need to have a clean A, which is not absolutely right, because the minimum entry is a C+.
Do you mean?
With a C+, they do mathematics, like say in the C+, geography. Basically, flying is Every subject is important, but maths, geography, English, because of communications, they are the basic. So with a C+, and you can pursue private pilot license. You can come to hiring and we enroll you very well.
How about if I didn't do geography?
Now what happens, geography, I know you did it in Form 1 or Form 2, just the basics.
Yes.
Because basically when you fly an aircraft, you use, there's the visual flight tools and the instruments. Visually what you can see.
Okay.
Let's say the mountains, the forest. So that's how geography is helpful in the industry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, basically what you can see. Yeah. Yes.
Na warembo wenye wanafanya kazi ya nini pale ndani ya ndege, do they you know, apart from, you know, being told tunaambiwa they you need to look good, of course, maybe you can tell us what qualifications do they need?
Okay, number one, working as an air hostess, let me say, is a skill. Number one, you need to have confidence, because remember, you're working in an aircraft and you're serving people. It's more of a customer service. So you have to understand the art of public speaking. Your language has to be very, 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 very keen on how you talk. And also, let me say the basics. With even a C- you can enroll. Yeah. So basically, you don't need to have like an A that you do aviation. But as long as you are passionate with it, and you are ready to pursue it, it is very interesting. Yeah. So as long as you have it, you have that desire of being a cabin crew. Most likely, height. You need to have some good height because of, you know, some aircraft are too tall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can actually walk in and then you're able to reach at the cabinets.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Sisi tuvibuyu, we are out. But anyway, there are so many things, as he has said, we can actually do. Kuna mtu anaweza kuwa kijiuliza, now I would have a desire to do a certain course. How is generally the absorption of mtu akiwa amesoma to the industry? Because the reason I'm asking this is because in Kenya we are in a very bad situation where we have a lot of people who've learned so many things, but the job industry is so wanting. So how is it something people should really take seriously? Are there opportunities?
Very many opportunities. Let me give you an example. Many people don't understand aviation. Like the moment we introduced high-wing aviation at Nakuru branch, most of the parents were asking how, they didn't have any idea.
Yes.
But the industry has so many opportunities. Like for now, we have some graduates who are graduating actually the end of this term, by early February there, and already they've gotten a praise. I've actually secured a praise for them. The reason why high-wing aviation will partner with some airlines at Wilson Airport and JKI, like iFly Air. So once they are done with their courses, the company absorbs them directly. They give them attachments, they train them again in terms of any career. Let's say if it's airport operations, cabin crew, now they get refined at the industry. Secondly, if you look at other courses, I'm not like fighting them, but let me say any other courses, it is popular. Many people do it, but when it comes to jobs, the jobs are there, but there is a ceiling, there is a certain ceiling that you cannot penetrate. But aviation, it is so broad. Actually, it is so broad, and there are so many opportunities, not just in Kenya, but even international. We have airports like in the Middle East coming up, very huge airports. So unapata, once we train our students, they are eligible to work in every part of the country. They are not just tied here in Kenya.
Okay.
Yes.
So what courses do you offer at high-wing?
We are offering actually private pilot license. Actually, we introduced it. We have the commercial pilot license. We have flight dispatch, airport operations, and cabin crew. And soon we will introduce aeronautical engineering. So basically what we are doing, we are doing the theory part at section 58, the branch. The practicals, we do them at Wilson Airport.
Okay.
But very soon there is an airstrip that we are innovating here. And we are hoping that we will position some of the aircraft here and be able to fly and do everything here in Nakuru. Yes.
Ebu ongelesha mzazi ama kijana pale mwenye saizi yako hajui exactly what trajectory to take.
Let me talk to the students, especially who left last year, or anybody with a passion of aviation. It is open for you. Don't waste time. Actually, you can just visit us, come and ask more questions and learn about it. Because the moment, I always say, the moment you stay at home, you decrease. Let me give an example. For me, I did flight dispatch with actually in a span of 2 years, and I started working at the age of 21 years. So I want to talk to any parent who is listening us or any student. Usikae nyumbani, usiseme bado hujapata shule. At least get something to do, and you are very much welcome to our school. We can give you more ideas. We open everything that you desire, and we welcome you to the industry.
Okay. Yes. Sasa, there's something I need to ask, because when we hear aviation, piloting, and all those things,
yes,
what hits our mind is, hiyo ni kitu ya elite. Sisi hatuwezi afford.
That is just a mindset.
So maybe is this something people can afford?
Very true.
And maybe you can take us through how how there's a lot of thinking that hiyo ni kosi ya watoto wa ministers, is it something us we can actually do?
Absolutely. I always say everything is a mindset. If you believe to achieve something, the Bible says, as a man thinketh, so he is. What you think, actually, God fulfills the desires of your heart. Kwa hivyo hakuna kitu ngumu. Secondly, when it comes to flying is a bit expensive. Because let me say, the private pilot license, it might take up to 2 million. The CPL, it might take up to, let me say, the whole course is about 8 million. Now that is when it comes to flying. But it doesn't mean that you have to start there. Let me give an example with me. I started with flight dispatch. Flight dispatch is a very interesting course, because it's basically the foundation of piloting. I did it with up to 2 years, that is with attachments, and then I started working. And then now I can actually sponsor myself to do the private pilot license. So you can start from somewhere. A course like flight dispatch, it's around up to 300,000. That is for 2 years. Airport operations, around 250,000. That is in a span of 1 year and a quarter. That one, actually, I say aviation is the cheapest.
Yeah,
honestly,
that's affordable.
And then in the returns, let me say in the terms of returns, because if you finish immediately and you get yourself a job, you're paid in dollars. If you travel outside the country, you're given allowances. I mean, everybody would love that.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
It's an interesting industry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Mwirareri ni wakiigua riu ni tugukiumbukia ndege ni tuguthie tuthomere maundu macio na tutiguthie kunene muno just here in Nakuru. Tutasoma hayo mambo yote, na nie ni wega ngigucanira wi mwanake hau na nduri uramenya uria gwika wihikahike wikinye haria high wing nigetha ukorwo ugithoma maundu memegemeire na utwarithia wa ndege, kuramata airport, ku serve andu riria maragi travel. Na ni wakiigua ni twakirirwo ati kwina mieke ya mawira. When you study that, there are opportunity for you to actually get a job, because hiyo ndio imekuwa kizungumkuti. Now kuna mtu anaweza kuwa kishangaa, where are you located?
We are located opposite at section 58 road, opposite State House, just directly opposite State House, Nakuru. There is a new petrol station known as Ruby's petrol station, just at that premise. That's where we are located.
Okay.
Yeah, just along the road. Yeah.
Kwa hivyo mtu akiwatembelea anaweza wapata hapo.
We are there on 24/7. Yes.
Acha niongee kama mtu wa Murima, kwa sababu sisi tunapenda sometimes kupelekwa tu pole.
Okay.
Kuna mzazi anaweza kuwa pale nje, maybe they have a son or a daughter who would want to do this course.
Okay.
But if you tell them I need 250,000, they will scream and say, hey, I cannot get all of that in one installment.
Actually, we have a payment plan.
Okay.
I think we've been so good to actually the parents, because we have that plan of you can pay literal as the student keeps on learning. So it's not a must you pay once. We have that breakdown. Because again, our main theme actually, Highwing Aviation started as a club. Basically, we used to go to schools, we mentor kids, and then they used to ask us, where can we go and do aviation? So the foundation of the school was birthed out of mentorship. So our goal is to make sure that we are mentoring students not just about money perspective, but our goal is to mentor students. We see young people coming in, they study their courses, after 2-3 years, they are working. That is actually our joy. Yeah, so we are more driven with passion and impacting these young people. So if you are interested, just come and I know we will figure it out. Yes.
Thank you so much. Now, kuna kitabu hapa, there's an amazing book. Sijui kama my director can maybe help us see it. This book, maybe you can tell us about why did you write this book?
Well, why I wrote this book, it's called Take Off. Let me just describe what it means. Take Off describes you are a pilot of your own life. Your life is a plane. Are you getting it? You are in charge of your life. You are the pilot, your life is the plane. If you mess up with your plane, when a plane messes up, it just crashes, you see? So it teaches you how to be firm, and it's an analogy of an aircraft, from success, planning, everything. So it's a journey of success. You don't just wake up and become a successful person.
Okay.
Success is a process. The same case, when a flight is departing from Nairobi to South Africa, before that flight there is planning. The flight dispatchers make sure they have a plan like a day before. The same case to your life. If you want to do any project, any business, you need to sit down and have a plan. Now with that plan, you start the steps. When the flight plan is done, the aircraft, we call it taxi. It leaves the hangar towards the runway. Taxi, I've described it, is like you make steps towards your faith, or you make steps towards your goal. So once the aircraft taxis to the runway, that's now where the journey begins, the takeoff. Takeoff, it's a process. You don't just take off. And then now you have to put full throttle of the engines, and then it accelerates at the runway. There is a point in the runway where the aircraft, if the aircraft has taken off, even if there is fire or everything, it can't come down. Now that's where you take big risk, and then it's a decision. The decisions you make in life, once you make them, you cannot turn back. It's either you fly or you fly, no option. So the moment the aircraft leaves the ground, it has defied gravity. When it's airborne, there are challenges there. The same case in your life. When you do big projects, everything that you've started, challenges will come. There is a weather, there is a turbulence, but the pilot doesn't turn back. He actually holds firm on the controls. So it teaches you it's a journey. Secondly, there is a very interesting point, communication. When a pilot doesn't communicate with the tower, he gets lost. So when you are airborne, in everything you do, you need to put your communication between you and God. If you don't communicate with God, you will get lost. That's actually how the book says. You need to keep in touch with communication with your God. That is a pilot with the controls tower. Then the aircraft has to, let's say, approach. When it's approaching out to success, or any airport, you're able to see that is the airport, but the control tower tells you, you need to hold, or you need to wait until your time comes to land. The same case in life. When you've started something, God tells you you will be successful. You have to wait, or else you will miss it. So it's a journey. The moment the aircraft touches down, that is success. But you see that success, it didn't just happen. It's a process. So the book, actually, I was inspired when I was actually doing my studies and also dispatching the aircraft. And now God gave me a revelation that when you become the pilot and your life is a plane, if you have that understanding, you'll never joke with your life. Wow. So basically, it's a journey of success. Yeah.
Hey. So if someone would want to buy it, is it available?
Yes. It's located at Highwing Aviation. Just visit Highwing Aviation, just at section 58, and you'll get yourself a copy. Most interesting part, actually, we've been giving out these books for free at schools. Our main agenda is not actually to sell, is to distribute it to schools. And we've been doing that for quite some number of time. At least we want to help the young people to believe in themselves, to believe in dreams, big dreams, and everything is possible, especially when it comes with God.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that. Maybe because I see our time is well spent. Kuna mtu anaweza kuwa akisema sasa niko na the desire to do this.
Okay.
The reason I'm asking this is because I was checking something and someone was saying you need to consider maybe your health.
Okay.
Kuna watu hata kwa lift anasikia tu kutapika. Is it something someone should consider when they want to venture into this aviation then?
Now, before you do your private pilot license, you do a medical test.
Okay.
You need to have a medical certificate because your health has to be fit, well, airborne. Remember, you're carrying people there, passengers, and they are trusted. All these people are looking up to you. So you have to have that under a medical test. Secondly, up there, anything, actually when you travel with an aircraft, you have the sick beds. There is a bag in case you feel like vomiting, because you know it's a change of altitude and everything. So that happens even to passengers. But again, you have to be very, very ready. There are people actually who don't climb the lifts, let me say that.
Yeah.
Those are the G-forces. Now when it comes to an aircraft, it's more. So you have to be very ready, especially if you want to become a pilot. You have to put fear aside. You have to put, actually the first time I flew, I almost felt like I'm going to heaven, because I mean it was very traumatizing. But once you understand and once you have that courage, it's fun. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
It's very, very, very interesting when you think about it. But again, maybe just to ask, who kutuambia kama you offer the ama the cabin crew ndio iko na hostess?
Yeah. Actually, cabin crew is the air hostess. Oh. It's called airline cabin crew. But air hostess, I think most of the people know it as air hostess. We are offering it. We are offering it.
Is it only for ladies?
No, it's not for ladies. Even
it's not a course for ladies?
No, it's for even gents. We have the gents. We actually, airline cabin crew, now it entails both the ladies and gentlemen. And it's a very interesting course. Imagine, you've been paid to travel. You have lunch in South Africa, dinner in UK. I mean, you sleep in Dubai. It's a very interesting industry. Actually, if I was to choose a course, I think I would also choose that one. If I was given a chance,
you'd again choose that. you know, sometimes we have been told or we have seen, but I thank God, because you are now unafanya to change our mindset leo, because for so many I think tumekuwa tukifikiria it's a thing for women, it's a ladies thing. It's good to understand that it's actually across the board.
Exactly.
All right. Na kuna wakati mwingine tunasema, you know, the Kenyan industry, I mean the Kenyan at large, kuna kitu watu wanasemanga accreditation, nani hiyo karatasi ni wapi utatambuliwa uko na hiyo karatasi. Maybe you can take us through understanding, is hiring something recognized, because people will still ask.
Actually, in aviation, we are approved by Kenya Civil Aviation Authority.
Okay.
It's not under TVET. TVET is other courses, but when it comes to aviation, we have IATA, we have Kenya Civil Aviation Authority. Let's say like the private pilot license, commercial pilot license, flight dispatch are controlled by Kenya Civil Aviation Authority. So you cannot actually, it's only KCA that gives the licenses. You cannot, the school cannot give the licenses. It's under the Kenya Civil Aviation Authority. Yes.
Wow. It's good to know that, kwa sababu unajua hapa Kenya inakuanga kila mtu anasemanga that course sijui ilienda ikawa and then it becomes very, very, very tricky. So you've told us the courses you're offering and where you are situated, but pia kuna mtu maybe anaweza taka kuongea na nyinyi kwa njia ya moja kwa moja, maybe, you know, phone number.
Yes, I can give my phone number. It's 0707 161 298. Let me say it again. 0707 161 298 or 0716 345 564. 0716 345 564.
Okay, thank you very much. Sasa kama unapanga kukua pilot ni vizuri ukue umepanga hiyo namba hapo so that you can actually go ahead and So Esther Mwangi is asking, now that you have said height is to be considered, are any other courses appropriate for short people?
Yes, we have airport operations, we have flight dispatch. There are so many other courses like airport operations. That one is not about even height. Those are just operations on the ground.
Okay.
We have flight dispatch. I mean, there are so many courses in the aviation industry. Yes.
All right, let me see if I have another. Kibra Waruguru unasema ndani. Thank you so much. Phyllis Masharia. Thank you so much. Nimeona comment yako about that. Thank you so much. Atuambie if there are women pilots. Okay.
Yes, they are. Actually, I think they are among the best.
Women pilots?
Yes, they are among the best. The reason why in a cockpit it is about multitasking. You do so many things at the same time, especially when you're taking off. And you know women are very good when it comes to that. So actually women make the best pilots. Yeah.
Wow. Ebu tuambie tena mahali mko. Kuna mtu haku understand. She's still asking where are you located?
We are located at Section 58 Road, opposite State House. There is a new petrol station known as Ruby's Section 58. Ukifika hapo, you will see High Wing Aviation. That's where we are located.
Thank you. No, ya utariria na iko ngethonyite. Ona hare State House. Mwena ucio ngi wakira mwena ucio ngi ni ukikora makiri hau na ni ukiona Ruby's we hau you will see the institution. Na utaingia hapo usome. Kuna mtu anasema ni Muratho Mithia wega muno. Thank you. Good morning from Elbagon. Asanti sana. Awe anakuja siku mingi. Knowledge is power. Salimia mgeni sana. Apart from aviation, is there any other course that one can pursue? A wonderful conversation leo in English. Okay, I think umetuelezea you focus on aviation.
Yeah, that's actually what we do. We don't want to do things that we are not good at.
Yeah, and I also think Kenya imefanya ulize hii swali alikuwa anakaa mimi anafikiria aviation ni kupeleka tu ndege. But I think you've really explained well about the other things that you actually train in line of what aviation is all about.
Sure.
Let me see if there is any other question here for you. Okay, thank you. The other one was about work, and I think tumeongelelea na tukasema there are opportunities when you actually train in the industry. Sasa, maybe you can tell us what are your final words tumalizie kwa sababu naona our time is well spent. Okay. Na maybe if there's anything else you may want to tuambia mtazamaji pia you can share with us.
Okay, first and foremost, thank you so much for the host. There's someone who have said that knowledge is power.
Yes.
The ndamucokeria ngatho roreri na agikorwe na mwana hau urenda guthoma uhoro wa ndege, just encourage them. Don't tell them hakuna pesa, give them hope. Sometimes if we as young people tuendaga ni encouragement. Ukamwira you can make it, my son. You can make it, my daughter. So I have a call to all parents. The greatest thing we can do to our children, let us inspire them, let us motivate them. Akwirodo dukamwire ndungihota ndire na besha, tell them in a good way. And you know, when you feed that in their mind, it becomes very possible. So asanteni sana, kujeni mtutembelee, we will give you more details. Mwenye hakushika namba yangu, it is 0707-161-298. Thank you so much, and I wish you a good day.
Thank you so much. Tumefurahia kwa ujio wako.
Thank you so much.
Thank you muno mwiroreri tumana Jeffrey Munai akoragwo akiri muteithĩrĩria wa maũndũ megiĩ ũtwarithia wa ndege kana nĩ mũrutani na nĩ wakĩigua onake nĩ mũtwarithia wa ndege. Today we have a pilot in the house. Na nĩ andĩkĩte ibuku you may want to buy ũguo wagĩkinya harĩa State House nĩ ũikate nĩ ũkĩamũkĩra kana ũkĩũre na mbeyo agĩtũma so that you may actually use it. No, encourage ciana onawe mwene muture waku wakirwo muture ni ta ndege nawe we niwe ndereba kana niwe pilot pilot director,
na hero dari ganiro.
Yes.
We are giving out scholarships. We actually have a program. If
Oh,
you're within Nakuru, please come before we close. We have some scholarships tumekuwa tukipeana. I could call away within Nakuru, run before the opportunity closes.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. Take the chance. Enda utrainiwe ukwe hostess, ukwe airport operator, ukwe pilot. You know, you never know this life, manze. Mambo ikue sawa sawa. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to have you.
Thank you so much.
Tusalimiana sana kule highway. Tutatembea hivi karibuni. Thank you so much. All right, tuikirie hanini no tugishoka ntuko tuina mugeni wito wa kere tukiaria kindu gitwa State of the Nation na utongoria wa atumia rushini rwo mothe. Good morning.